that just make life easier. In this era, shit, you gotta have a 2-income household, you know what I'm saying, to live any kind of comfortable. But if all else fails, you as a grown man should be able to pay for everything. And I feel like if you're not in a position to do that, you don't need to be dating. You need to be focusing.
Wait, stop. I heard what he said. If you can't do that, you don't need to be dating. Don't court nobody. You need to be focusing.
Yes.
Focused.
We know what's so heavy what he said is? That's what I always said. If she's not working, do not marry her. Because she's a bill. However, this is what the brothers don't understand. Even though the sister is working, it doesn't matter if she's making more money than you. She's always looking at for you to pay the bills. That's what he's saying. Because if things go south, make sure you're not depend on her paycheck to pay the bills. That's what he's saying. Make sure you can pay the rent, pay the utilities, pay the car note. That's what he's saying. Do not, even though your wife might be working, do not depend on her paycheck to do certain things. You never know. Things might go south. If you don't have that money, if things go south to take care of it, what he's saying is you don't need to be married. You don't need to be dating. Just, what is he just say? Focus on something. Yeah, focus.
Yeah, man. Meaning that a lot of brothers don't know how to deal with finance. Meaning that they will see that woman make a lot of money, and he making little, but he want to live a top life. Don't realize that, and the woman mind, she likes stuff like that. But when things go sour now, you better remember you was letting her doing all these things now. Then now you jam up. So you have to be very mindful, babe. We cannot do this right now. Let's save this money. Do this. Do that. You the men have to. Your guys, the men have to take over that manlyhood. At the end of the day, she like the big house. She like the big car. She like all that. But if you cannot see 5 years from now, are you able to enforce that thing? You'll see you need to lay back on that. Let's do this. Let's do it this way. Let's do it that way.
You need to break up with your girl that you with right now, and you need to get your ass on
It's
Google.
not me, baby. No, it's not you.
It's me.
It's me, baby.
I'm not in a position I need to be in. Your ass need to be, because all that time you spend it with her need to be being spent on Indeed. Need to be being spent on YouTube and Google about how to start a business, about how to do whatever. Sell dope if you got to. But you need to have some kind of money coming.
But find the income, brothers. Find the income. Brothers told one of them in here going to go, he said, go sell dope. I'm going to go right back to, no, that ain't what we saying. They're in the world. I'm showing you how brothers in the world got some sense, but brothers in Israel lose their their minds. Go ahead.
I will treat a man who's broker than me the same way a man who's rich would treat me. I have the control. I will cut you off. You can't move around. And men don't like that. So I like men who make more money than I do. And it is what it is. I support my family. I support my household. I have a child who's 7 years old, happily living, whatever. I absolutely will not support somebody else.
The sister says she will never, ever support a man. Now, we read in Tobit where he took care of, the wife took care of him when he fell on hard times. But this sister saying she don't want another, both of the other sisters, they don't want no bill. Your brothers get mad, I'm reading the comments, they mad. But that is scriptural. Get that in the Sirach 25, 22. That's what the Bible says. Now, of course, this is after time. Watch this.
Sirach chapter 25, verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impetus, and much reproach.
Right. This is the type of woman who's angry, the one who has a husband who's lazy. He don't want to do nothing. Give me that in Proverbs 6 now. We coming right back. We come back to the video. I just want to show you what God says. You know, I'm talking about Proverbs 6 about consider the ant.
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard.
Meaning examine the ant. You sluggard, meaning you lazy brother. Go ahead.
Consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest.
So the Lord is teaching us, considering and examine the ants. They don't have to be told, hey, winter is coming. Work today to provide for the winter season. They don't got to be told that. That's in them by nature. Go ahead.
How long wilt thou sleep?
Now he's talking about brothers. Go ahead.
O sluggard, when wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands.
Or in other words, a little of the PlayStation. That's what it's talking about. Go ahead.
A little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man.
You're going to be broke before you know it. Everything, the little bit you got, going to be gone, God is saying. So he says, examine it. So you might get mad at what some of the women is saying, but that's real talk. That's how some of them in their mind think like that. Go back to the video.
Stuff because you paying for clothes, you paying for food for both of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Plus you gotta still support all these bills, and if y'all got kids together, that's fucking it's fucking devastating.
Even worse.
It's devastating. You would never get up out of that until you leave him. But your love not gonna let you leave him there. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna carry on for another 5 years until he do something stupid like cheat on you while you at work getting the chips and he playing that Xbox.
Money may not matter, you know what I'm saying? Because
some of these sisters think that their man is loyal at home playing Xbox. Sisters, they ain't being loyal to you. Somebody coming through that, you better get a camera. Go ahead, I'm messing. Go ahead.
Because a woman is gonna treat the same like if she feel like he worth it, a broke nigga and a rich nigga the same.
They are.
She gonna give them the same treatment. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if she's already on her shit, because see, she don't want you to take care of her. She don't need you to take care of her. You know, it's a pride thing. A woman who's really on her shit, who's, you know, self-sufficient, she don't want you to take care of her. The bitch that wants you to take care of is a bum bitch.
She wants you to take care of
her,
her. She don't want you to feel like you have to take care of her.
Let me tell you what I have also found out too. Men who are not financially where they're supposed to be need a woman who's doing worse than them to make them feel like a better man sometimes, because a woman who's doing better than them is going to emasculate him. Wow. Hands down. You're not going to be able to feel like a man. Your chick flying to Dubai, and you can't even get a ticket to fucking South Carolina. It's going to make you feel away.
You're the murder
You
bitch.
know?
Nah, but some niggas feel motivated by that. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas like the wrong nigga might feel degraded, or you trying to belittle me, but like the right nigga like, I gotta get on my shit, and I'm actually step up.
And there are some.
Yeah.
But the majority of the Houston niggas are fucking finessers and broke niggas.
Me personally, I don't require a woman to, you know, bring in a certain amount of income. That's just me personally, because at the end of the day, I'm already gonna have a roof over my head. I'm taking trips with my boys. We're doing XYZ. We're going to eat good. We're doing this and that. So anything that you would bring in would just be an addition to what I already have. And women look for a man to take them to the next level. Most women.
The real question is, why as women are we working so hard and grinding so hard when men don't care? We could slack off, we could be bums, and y'all would still wife us at the same rate that you wife us when we're grinding our asses off. Y'all don't care.
The reason
Pause that a second. Let me explain some about this wife stuff she talking about. I think that's the wrong word. Men ain't wifing them in the legal sense. What's the word? Give me the other word. They taking them as help me out here, y'all. Help me out here. They're not. These guys ain't marrying them like here's a ring on the finger. No, there's a girlfriend. Come, they playing house. They playing house. That's what's going on there. Go ahead.
The question is, why y'all care so much?
That's what I said before. No, not one single woman in here will have a problem ever finding a man. They have problems finding a husband, though, that will grow age together with them. That's where the problem comes. They can find it. I don't care what if she can have no teeth in her mouth. She walk out there. There's some man out there that'll have sex with her. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So it ain't a man problem. It's a husband problem. Who want to grow old with me? Who want to put up with me for the rest of our life? That's the problem they'll have. Go ahead.
No, we care for our own self-worth. We care for our own self-worth, and that's why I'm not carrying no broke-ass nigga, because I've worked too hard.
It ain't about
worked too hard.
So it's okay for a man to date a broke bitch, but it's not okay for a woman to date a broke nigga.
Personally, if you're dating a bitch who's broker than me, I think you're a joke. But that's your personal decision.
But love is love, right?
No.
So why does love?
I would never.
But love shouldn't have a monetary value attached to it.
Well, it does. For me, it does. And for you guys, it doesn't, because you guys have societal power. You have monetary.
See, y'all fall for this stuff. Like what he's saying there about love and all that. She's telling the truth. No, that ain't how it is. You need some money to bring into this thing. Cause how many marriages have ended up destroyed because she said, I'm going to marry him. He work at McDonald's. I love him. Then 6 months later, they come up for counsel. She mad because you a broke ass nigga. And we hear it all the time. Finance and sex are the two things, bro. Them two things right there.
Yeah, sometimes brother referring love as love gonna fix the problem. Love
don't pay the bills.
Love doesn't pay the bill. Love is a reality thing. When it hits you off, you're gonna realize, oh damn, she never loved me. She gonna pack her bag and bounce. When you don't make that money. You understand? So your love you have in your head is your own imagination. But through her, she's looking to be secure, like the scripture said, to be. That's what she's looking to. Right.
Go ahead.
Military power. You have all these privileges that allow you to choose who you want. We can't choose who we want.
I don't want to use the word broke, but do you think two, for lack of a better term, two broke people can date?
I think if they come up with a plan,
I think it's equitable.
I think if they come up with a plan together, they understand that they're both broke and they have to make a decision to fix that together. They can put their finances together and work on, okay, we're going to pay off this together for you, and then we're going to pay off this together for you. But they have to stay together. I mean, it comes to a point in time where you're paying all of her stuff off, and then it was time to pay your stuff off. She gone. She like, hey, our shit is good. I got to go.
Right there. See, if you ain't got nothing and she ain't got nothing, and y'all understand that, y'all going to build together. That's one thing. Me and my wife had nothing. 5 cents, made 10 cents together. Rats and roaches, horrible. But everything was all right. We built, saved littles here, saved there, got work here and there, got fired, of course, but always was on our grind. That's how you got to be. That's all right. We still together.
Why together?
Go ahead.
You know, you on your shit, and vice versa. His shit could be all paid off, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going, I'm good now."
But,
you know, I don't.
I gotta say this, but when you ain't got nothing, brothers, and she got something, and she tells you, "Love is all that matters." Don't fall for that, SH. Don't fall for that, because as soon as y'all get in an argument, and you will argue, the fact that you a broke ass nigga is gonna come out her mouth. Now she can say, "I would never say that." That's a lie. That's the crutch of her argument right there. Go ahead with the video.
I don't think that's.
Oh, man, broke ass nigga. That's right. There you go, right there. Go ahead.
I think that's a certain situation. When you come into a relationship, you have to be able to financially provide for yourself, whether she's there or not. And you, on the other hand, have to be able to provide for yourself, whether he's there or not. If he gets in a car accident or something, you have to be able to support those bills. And vice versa. If you get in a car accident, he has to be able to support those bills. You have to work together financially to be able to support that.
The number one reason for failed relationships is finances. That's a fact. Like, that ain't opinion, that ain't conjecture. That's a fact.
I just want to address something he said. This is the thing we always tell your sisters. I'm talking to the sisters right now. No matter what you do, try to get you on money. Make you on money. What he's saying is, we got situation where the sister, as soon as the brother married to the sister had a good job. The sister just quit her job cold. Because she got that mindset, the scripture is taking care of me. Now, we also got a situation where something happened to the brother. Because she never make no money, she never have her own money, even to put gas in the damn car, she depend on the brother to give her $20 to put gas. That's bad. When something happened to the brother, she don't know where to go, what to do. Oh, he was the one who was supporting me. He always pay all everything. She have no idea what's going on. She don't even know where to go to pay the damn light bill. Nor does she care. She just leave there, just like, hey, it is what it is. The scripture said, if you don't, because I heard that before. A man that's not working you worse than an infidel, sis, you had a job. You quit the job the minute you married the brother. Why you quit the job? What's wrong with the job? She was making 6 figures on the job. She quit the job cold because she got that mindset, you're supposed to taking care of me. By the way, that's a nigga mindset. That's a nigga mindset. Because she got that mindset, now that you marry me, you cannot divorce me. I got you, nigga. What you go? You're not going nowhere. You have to do this, you have to do that. Yes, we understand we have to do this, we have to do that. And those are the sisters, Bishop, they always complaining. They never satisfy about nothing. Why you quit your job? If you know you was certain things, sister say, I like this, I like that, I like that. Okay, then why you quit your job? Because the brother might be the money is making just to pay the bills, for the food, for everything. But guess what, sis? You might be one of the sisters who do your hair every week. The brother might not be able to afford to. You have to think before you quit that job. We're not saying, hey, listen, we're going to take your money to pay the bill, but we're telling you, hey, sis, even a part-time job, at least you don't have to depend on the brother to pay your phone bill or your car notes, stuff like that. Your sister's got to think. That's why we say, sisters, go back to school, stay in school, get a degree. Don't depend on the brother because that brother you married to might be a nigga. Make your own money. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, because many sisters want to reach out to you and ask you for counsel. Hey, how do you think I do this, Deacon? I do it. Like, yo, sis, you got to win something in the table. Right. You're going to consult with me. I'm going to be straight with you. You have to win something in the table. Right. No way you could just going to just open the door. After many times open the door, then brother get tired of the door. Now they need money to pay the bill. Exactly. Now 2 kids, 4 kids, 5, they need. America bill is every month. That thing don't stop. You understand? You look at the year. Look how fast is the year. Now you're in December, then January next day. Then guess what? December the next 5 days from now. So everything ruled by money. So if the sister don't have the mindset like that, leave her the hell alone, man.
Exactly. Look at 2 Corinthians 6:14. This is a twofold scripture. I'm gonna show y'all something. 2 Corinthians 6:14. Unequally yoked.
2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Mm-hmm. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Y'all see that unbelief? So the first thought in that is, oh, she don't believe she's Israel. She don't believe in what the Bible says. Okay, that's one thing. But what about the woman that doesn't believe she's in Israel, but she don't believe she need to support you in nothing? That's unequally yoked. She don't believe anything that her duties are, that the Bible, she don't believe that, but she knows she Israel. Don't marry her. Y'all going to be unequally yoked together. You got to look at the marriages in the Bible. Look what the Bible says. The few things we've been reading. She don't believe that, but she's sitting right here, right now. Don't marry her. You've been warned.
Bishop, you take that thing to the next level, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, read that again.
Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness?
Right, because the righteousness is a total encompassing of what these scriptures say for male and female. She only believes what the Bible says about the men. But what the Bible says about her, no, that Proverbs 31 garbage, I don't believe that. I'm not fulfilling that. Don't marry her. Y'all simple as hell. But y'all do it because she got a big butt and a smile. She winking that eye at you. You the sucker of the day. Go back to the video.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you need to make sure that yours are in order for the relationship to survive. So it don't matter. Like, I understand, like, if you was working, y'all both was working when y'all came in and you lost your job, might have got laid off, something like that.
Different.
That's something different. You feel what I'm saying? But they be having niggas that come into a relationship with nothing, living off of the woman. Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? The woman paying for everything. The woman cooking. The woman got kids. She taking care of her kids and you. She got 2 kids. Your big ass is the third one. Shit like that just, I don't understand. You feel what I'm saying? As a grown man,
brothers
you
in
need
the
to
world. But brothers in Israel don't understand that. Can somebody tell a black Hebrew Israelites that? Go ahead.
By the way, brothers, let me tell you this right now. If you're one of these brothers, you cannot keep a job. Listen, you ain't fit to be no leaders. You ain't fit to tell nobody what to do, period. You cannot keep a job, but you have a congregation. Stop it. Stop it. You need to be able to get a job, take care of your family. If you one of these brothers, you can't, you're not even fit. You're not supposed to be in it because you've been an officer, you're a judge. You ain't fit to tell nobody a damn thing. Stop it.
And like the brother said earlier, the one in the red, he said, even if you don't get a job, start your own business. Become an entrepreneur. Do your own thing, but bring something into the family. Bring something to the table. If you can't do that, like Deacon said, you're not a qualified leader. Not yet. Go ahead.
be able to carry your own at least. And if you date, you need to be able to carry the whole thing if it all falls apart. And if it ain't, then you're not a man in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? And again, you don't need to be dating. You need to be focusing on making some kind of money, some kind of way.
Nigga, you got a Rolex, but you stay in an apartment. The fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Niggas do be backwards like that.
You know,
Niggas
you
do be
got
backwards
you
like
got an AMG, but you could have put that down payment on a fucking house. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never even thought about looking at property. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just want to know what the fuck. You know, people talk about me having fake titties, but I guarantee you, my master's degree to pay for it, my first property was bought before I even bought these titties, my nigga. And some of you ain't even bought your first motherfucking car in your name without your mama co-signing.
Talk your shit.
So I'm just saying, don't worry about what the fuck I got going on.
And that brings back to my point of what I said earlier. That's why I feel like the mindset is the most important thing.
It is.
If you got the mindset to reach certain levels or do certain things, and that's way more important than having or not having money.
At this point in my life, at this age, my nigga, I need consistency and I need you to be on your shit. If you broke, I can't be with you no more because I'm a tier 1 bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not.
But a tier 1 bitch can help
and I can't no more because I ain't got, because you know what? I need to buy you all my motherfucking taxes, my nigga, because you a goddamn dependent. You know what I'm saying? I got a credit card bill right now that
it's a
says
separation.
You had a dependent last year.
But it's
you know what I'm saying? I need my fucking coins back, okay? I'm bitter. You right. So all you niggas in the Twitter comments and the YouTube comments, you goddamn right.
You heard what she admitted. She said she's bitter. She ain't got a lot of hurt from broke niggas in the past. Now she said, I don't want that. They hurt me too much. Some of these sisters coming out of their life, they're going to be just like that. Not all of them, but some of them.
Hey, how broke Negroes got high standards. You need to humble down and take whatever little help she going to give you. Talking about we need to go eat at the top tier restaurant. Brother, get some White Castle and humble down.
Right. Go ahead.
I get bitter about my
separation.
coins.
It's the separation of smart niggas, though.
A nigga could have fucked 1,000 bitches by money. Whoo, because I busted my ass.
But it's a broke nigga that can understand what you're saying, that can manifest everything.
You know,
be
but you know what? I'm just like you feel about bitches with kids. Niggas who are broke, I can't talk to you no more. I'm sorry, my nigga, I can't.
Initially, when we're looking for a female, we're just looking for a female who's gonna, give us love, give us support, some loyalty. You know what I'm saying? That's what we look for. We don't look for money.
So, no.
We look for money because we have that.
But
we
look
take
for
care of
other
ourselves.
stuff. You look for a pretty girl. You look for a girl with a big butt. You look for a girl with big boobs.
No.
You do.
That don't mean shit. Because
my man, he's an idealist. She's keeping it real. Most brothers is looking for a big butt and a smile. Pretty woman. They ain't looking for this. Now, I'm not talking about you righteous men up in here. Brothers on the street ain't looking for loyalty and love. No, they ain't looking for that. They looking to smash. That's it.
Yeah, Bishop, especially if their brother making money.
Exactly.
He's
that's
not
it.
looking to
they
get
don't
married.
want to get married. Brothers that's making money, they don't want no marriage. Go ahead, play the video.
a lot of these women that have a big butt and that's pretty can't even hold a basic conversation.
Half of you men don't need that.
That is what it is.
You guys don't need that.
I gotta listen. Brothers don't understand no conversation. Yeah, how many times we have counsel? Bro, you talk too much. Just shh. When you're quiet, I listen to you. Go ahead.
Yes, we do.
Some of you do. Some of you
That's
don't.
all we want. Let me tell you something. When you come into the truth, no brother in the truth want to be embarrassed by their wife. Hey, Zakar, Captain Zakar. 5 minute scripture where it says, watch, I'm going to show you this. The one, it says something like, when he heareth it, about Sirach 25 it might be, he sighs because his wife is always saying some dumb, evil stuff.
Yes, sir.
Nobody want to be embarrassed. You want to hear good things from your wife, meaning she can hold a conversation. When it comes to the scriptures, she know what she's talking about. That's when you're in the truth. Read that.
Sirach chapter 25, verse 18. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly.
See, that's what you don't want. No brother in the truth want to be embarrassed by his wife saying some evil, dumb stuff. Now, watch. Here's a flip side. Proverbs 31. There's a part in there that says about her husband's known and blah, 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 blah. Somebody know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 23. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land.
What verse was that?
Verse 23.
23. Read it again.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 23. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land.
Verse 26.
Verse 26. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness.
Y'all see that? That's what brothers want. Nobody want to hear, bruh, you know what your wife done said today? She cursed all the sisters out, called their kids nappy-headed, snot-nosed ragamuffins, and now you got to sit there and try to calm everybody down. We've had that at certain of the schools where women say the evilest stuff, and the brother, the husband, be vexed as hell. Go back to the video.
We have to deal with you day in and day out. So you don't think we pay attention to stuff like that?
I don't think you care enough to make that deciding
Yes,
factor.
we do.
You do. Just like every conversation we've had tonight, you care about what applies to you. You need to look at it from an objective perspective.
To a certain extent, a lot of men care if a woman can hold a basic conversation, because you have a lot of women out here who fine as hell, nice bodies, and got it paid for by other men, and we dating you, and you can't even hold simple shit. You don't know what credit is. You don't know how credit works. Like, it's just basic shit that a lot of women just don't understand because they've been taken care of their whole life. So a man doesn't want to be the rest of his life with a woman that doesn't know anything.
I think it's hard for somebody that's financially unstable, doesn't know how to save money at all, just wants to spend, buy shit for themselves, just can't handle, just always runs up a credit card. You can't live with somebody like that. It's not feasible. You're always in the hole. I mean, that lasts forever.
So like two people that are basically of the same socioeconomic stature,
they know
at
that
one point in time should be.
If they know they're broke, well, I wouldn't say broke. You have money, but you just don't know how to handle money, manage money.
Right.
Then yeah, you need to learn how to manage your money. But no, if y'all don't know how to manage money, both of y'all don't know how to manage money, y'all don't need to be together. Y'all just gonna end up even more broke.
Pause that. Read that scripture.
Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 7, verse 26.
Listen good to this.
Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman.
You know what a light woman is? A hateful dummy. A evil, dumb woman. That's what. Now, this is the brother that's in the truth. That's looking. This is the high value brother looking for the high value sister. But if you low res, you don't mind low res, because that's what you are. Your name Raheem, that's Shaniqua. Y'all fit together like hand in the glove. Y'all good together. It ain't gonna last too long, but y'all good for right now. But the Bible is saying this repentant man is not to find a low value woman, meaning she's hateful and she's dumb. Don't do it. She might look good as hell. Not that hell looks good. Give me another expression. She might good as heaven.
Yeah, you know.
But don't do it.
Yeah, you know what people don't understand. When you begin with Adam and Eve, there was a foundation being put in together. Then if that woman is dumb, you understand, she don't know nothing. So how would she able to raise these kids? She gonna put them right in front of the TV. What destroy us, that's what she gonna put her son to watch. You understand? So that means she don't have a mind. You understand? All she focus about is Atlanta housewife. All she focus about is vain stuff. She's not that type of woman you want to marry, man. You want a woman to marry where when you're not home, she will build that little boy to become just like you. You know what I mean? A thinker. You understand? A leader. You feel me? But a lot of these sisters, they're not qualified for that, man.
Zach, go back to the video.
One of y'all gonna want something else, another one gonna want something else, and y'all gonna be hitting each other over the head for money.
God bless me with this. You know what I'm saying? And just how I had to go get it in the mud, you gonna have to go get in the mud too, because you know what? The Bible say the man that don't work don't eat, okay? So you can't eat at my table.
Everybody say the Bible.
Okay? You can't eat at my table, because if how am I gonna let you be the head and you can't even fucking buy me a goddamn, power meal on the fucking McDonald's list?
That's true though.
No, I can't.
You know what she said was kind of, but she said, how am I going to let you be the head? That's the problem. That's the only problem she said right there. It's not that the woman is not supposed to let you be the head. You're supposed to take that position. That's it. That's your position. That's it. Okay. But these Christian women, they know certain key scriptures that apply to what they want. Go ahead.
can't be with you. You can't be my head and be your neck. You know what I'm saying? Now I can't let you lead me because you can't fucking lead yourself out that goddamn shitty ass credit score. Now I don't let you drop my fucking credit score if you points because you done read up bills and you done did this and co-signed that. And
honestly, I can't deny that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. That's undeniable. That's facts.
I live in fucking nightmares about it. I can't. I am literally allergic, and I know people are gonna.
Her statement is like the brother you pass in your class. She put herself in that environment, Bishop. You understand? She put herself to deal with men like that. Now you go against what the things you put yourself to deal with. But down deep inside is your cause, is your problem. Now, when we talk about marriage, like Bishop said, the man is in control 100%. She's dealing worldly. She's dealing with men in the world who don't have no common sense, who don't have nothing. But she put herself in that. So now she can come and talk for every man. That's what the brother was saying. You cannot come over here just talk for every Houston brothers. That's not the right way to look at things.
Feel some kind of way about this. I literally got motherfucking highs just thinking about it. I'm mad. I need to kick my own ass. I need to literally take a goddamn time machine and punch myself in the fucking titty for what I did.
Yeah. A lot of y'all gotta learn the game and the finesse of this shit, man. Cause I done seen this shit. You know what I'm saying? I done seen about 19 years of this shit. These niggas will finesse y'all. They'll get a job for 3 months and quit. You know what I'm saying?
And get an unemployment check. You don't never see $1 of that unemployment check.
Wait, pause right there. Y'all didn't hear what he said. There's some dudes, sisters, that will get a job for 3 months. Y'all know, you know what I'm talking about. There was some of them dudes that ran up out of here to get a job 6 months, quit the job, and then live on welfare and Section 8. There are men that do. That's what the man's just talking about. Watch, bro. That's why I remember one of the captains was going to get married. Actually, it was Captain Young. Captain Young was getting married, wanted to get married. His wife's father said, before you can marry my daughter, I need to see you, A, have your own apartment for over a year, have your own car, and have the same job. Show me that you can maintain yourself for a year and a half. Then I'll think about it. So he went and did that thing to prove to her father, I can maintain this. I can hold it down. That's what you got to look for. Y'all sisters be meeting these dudes after 3 months. You don't know their lifestyle. You don't know their work habits. These are things you got to inquiring minds want to know. How long have you been at this job? There's conversations you got to talk about. Now, he might lie, but guess what? Now, I work over such and such. Now, you don't. Wait a year. See how long he's there. Check him out. I'm telling you.
What Bishop said is heavy because a lot of these brothers, they got I call them what you call dead-end job.
Yes.
You know those jobs, you there, you never go up, you never go down, you stay in one. You've been there for 10 years, you still in the same level. If you're working right now, if you're working for a company, you've been there for 10 years, you still in the same level when you walk through that door, you might want to consider do something else. Right. Those are called dead-end jobs. Those are the jobs that one day you walk in the door, the manager say, what you doing here? You fired. In other words, you don't need a degree to do these jobs. Those are dead-end jobs. Right. Some of you brothers, you love those dead-end jobs. Mm-hmm. Like working in the warehouse, load up trucks. Mm-hmm. Why you load up trucks while you can be the truck driver?
Right. I'm glad you said that, D. Because another thing is this. We don't want to hear, well, I did time. A lot of brothers did time. And a lot of brothers got good jobs. Some of them drive trucks making 9 G's a week. $9,000 a week. Now, well, how you going to beat that? So we don't want to hear, I did time. I did a bid. A lot of brothers did a bid, and they got real good. I'll be like, damn, I wish I had that job. So nobody want to hear that crap.
If a brother come in front of this desk here talking about his hard time, he just finished do hard time. Brother, sit your ashy black behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have not understand that while we trying to push here.
Play the video.
But these niggas smoke cigarettes all day. They got a pack with them all day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And want to complain all day. Oh, baby, I can't find a job. Oh, they didn't like me and all this type of shit. Like, just leave that alone, man. Save yourself 10 years of love and just leave that nigga cry all night for 3 weeks, whatever the fuck you gonna do. And go get you somebody, you know what I'm saying, that got some hustle with them. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you meet a nigga, it's another thing. You meet a nigga that's super successful and he ain't got no woman, you need to be questioning this nigga. Why you ain't got no woman? Would you beat on these women? but you belittle these women. You know what I'm saying? Because with money comes power. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people like control.
Did your sisters hear what he just said? You meet a successful brother, and he had no woman for a long time. He said, what? You got to ask, why have you been single all this time? Why you never been married? Is A, he beats on women? B, is he a whoremonger? Because some brothers that are successful, they don't want to get married. They want to play the field. It might be that type of a thing. Okay? Go ahead. What do
you forgot the third one.
What's the third?
He might be a homo.
Oh, he might be. Yeah, it might be that. Go ahead.
Controlling motherfuckers, even women. You know what I'm saying? Women, they got a lot of money, they like controlling their niggas. They may not want their niggas to work. You know what I'm saying? So you pick your poison in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a slippery slope. You just got to understand when to hit that shit. And if you don't, you're going to be played like a sucker.
I personally feel that a woman's role is to elevate the situation that she's in. Whether
You are
it's
to
her
help.
man,
You are to help.
whatever. That being said, as a man, you should already be at a position that I should want to grow. I should want to help you.
And what are you doing during this time, though? What are you doing
Everything
during this
I've
time?
been
While I'm
doing.
already up here, what are you doing in this
Me
time?
personally, I don't need to address that.
No, like you said, we're not talking about personally.
Exactly. So objectively, as a woman, you shouldn't be broke.
Okay.
And if you are broke, you could still get a man because niggas are weak and they like bitches. At the end of the day, as a woman, you should never date down.
Never.
You should never date down.
Ever.
Because you could be whack, you could be broke, you could be ugly, you could be whatever. You could always get a rich nigga. It is what it is.
I mean, I think it's gonna come down to the individual
Wait a minute.
person.
Y'all might be mad. That's what I said earlier. No matter how bad a woman looks, she can find a dude out there. She ain't gonna find a husband that grow old with her, but she'll find a man out there to have sex with her, blow her back out. Then he bouncing after a couple of months or a year. He gone. He ghosts. Go ahead.
But as I've heard a wise man once say, if you broke, you shouldn't be dating, you should be focused. And I actually honestly do agree with that, because I honestly think that when you are at a point in your life where things are more stable, where you're more financially stable, I feel like it makes dating a lot easier. Spontaneity comes with dating. You may want to take a trip. You may want to go to an expensive restaurant. You may want to get your hair done. You may want to get your nails done or whatever. And I think that when you're in a better place financially, it's easier to do those things.
Yeah.
And it makes dating more fun.
Finances are important because you want to have some kind of leverage in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, that jump into relationships and the man making all the money and you just in there just chilling. You know what I'm saying? But, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you can, for however long you can finesse it. But when he get tired of your ass and he kick you out and you ain't got nothing in your name, that house is in his name, that car's in his name, your ass ain't got nothing at all, you back where you started from.
He ain't baby kick out. He gonna have to evict her.
She gotta evict her bum ass.
Cause she ain't moving.
And that's
she
the
ain't
thing.
got nowhere to go.
That's the thing.
Her parents told her not to come back, or his parents told him not to come back. He done burned all his bridges with his partners because they got gas and they like, I don't want that funky ass motherfucker over there. They trifling. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't got no more bridges. And now you gotta evict their ass. Or you gotta wait till your lease up to move without their food. Get down on one knee.
8 out of 10 men are not real men. 2 out of 10 men are real men.
What?
Real men. So the majority of
Define a
men.
real man since you're a woman.
A real man is a man who cares what a woman has acquired from her own net worth,
Wrong.
from her own intellect,
Wrong.
a woman who can uphold her own household.
Wrong.
No. What do you think a real man is? And if you describe
You're
yourself
talking about a
or your heart
woman.
and hope,
You're talking about a woman. You just said everything a woman.
No,
A
I'm
real
talking about
man-
what a real man wants in a woman.
What a real man wants in a woman basically is just loyalty and love. That's at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
Okay, and
And
how
support.
easy is it to fake that?
Oh, listen to this.
It's not
Listen to this.
that easy to fake
It's
that.
very easy.
We don't see through all that bullshit.
No, you're not. You're not. Historically, you're not.
Huh?
No, you're not.
Yes, we are, because
No,
there
you're
are
not.
going to be things that happen where we see how you react. If you,
Yeah, after you
if you're
niggas put a ring
nonchalant,
on, you think we're stupid enough to play
Yes.
that role until
Yes.
you like us? No. Marry
Yes.
me first, then you'll see how dumb I am. Then you'll see how whack I am.
If you ain't living paycheck to paycheck,
Stop. She said, do you know how easy it is to fake that? How many times I tell y'all, somebody, it goes for both sides of the fence. People can hold the inner demon in until, they'll show you their representative. And then the real them comes out once y'all get married. That's what she's saying. How easy is that to fake that? We've had cases with that where we had some sisters have come in the truth homeless and go around from stay with this one, and she stay with that one, she stay with that one, and all these women throw her out because she ain't right upstairs. And then this brother over here want to marry her, bro. You know all these sisters kicked her out because she ain't right? Yeah, but she look good. And that sister, she'll say the right things. As soon as you marry her, Satan comes out. The head starts spinning, the foam starts foaming. We've seen it in Israel. We've seen it. Give me that. Ecclesiastes, y'all know this one. We read it all the time, but y'all don't listen to us. Ecclesiasticus 6 verse 7. And we got stories for days behind this stuff. Do I want to tell this one? But go ahead, read that.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
To prove a man, to prove a woman, takes time. Not 6 months. It don't take 6 months because people can hold that inner demon at bay. She can hold all the hurt and baggage she got. You'll never know about it. Oh, I got a story for you. I got to word it right. I know they might be online. Now, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but it's a true story. How do I want to word this? Yes, I'm going to change a few things so nobody can figure out what I'm saying. Brother gets married, backdoor marriage. You know I can't stand a backdoor marriage because they always go bad. Anyway, backdoor marriage. They've been together about almost 2 years. They got a child, maybe 2. I think it's about 2. Yeah. So, brother wakes up. He hears noise in the bathroom. He hears noise. He wakes up out of his sleep. True story. Last week. Gets up. What the hell's going on? Open the boom. The window mirrors are all broke. Her fists are bloody. Babe, what the hell is wrong with you? What's going on? What is wrong with you? I don't know. Something just took over me. Oh, man. Take her to the hospital to get looked at. Come back home. They can drive into the driveway. Sister sitting there. He's like, what? The devil told me I need to kill our kids. What? The devil told me I need to kill our kids. Bruh, pump the brakes. Babe, this is me. Stay right there. Don't move. I'm going to pack all her bags. Take your suitcase, get your ass out. That's me. I'm not talking with none of that. Now the brother got to hide all the knives in the house. He got to hide the suitcase because he can't even sleep. He got to sleep with one eye open because she might wake up and the baby, don't mess with these spirits, but y'all be fooled. They hold it in. So then, here come, the sister says, well, I've been hurt before in the past. My ex-husband used to beat me. That's why I act like that. Brother calls on the phone. Her real brother. Yeah, he did used to beat her, but that ain't what it is. Schizophrenia runs in my family. My mama got it. Grandmama got it too. At a certain age, they lose their minds. Now, I had the brother, can you read it again? Can you read it again for us, bro? Ecclesiasticus 26, read the verse again. 6 verse 7, Read it again.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
But again, y'all don't listen to us. And her sister's very pretty. Y'all saw that little light-skinned girl? She very similar to that. Very pretty in the face. You would have never, who'd have thunk it? She half a mind. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Bishop, now you saying that, so meaning that a lot of times we're looking at things very lightly, meaning that a sister may come in, beautiful, or come with 2 kids or 1 kid, beautiful. Then she said, she's saying that her man in the world, there was never marriage. Then a brother come the same way, have kids, this and that. But it's really like we really have to go deep within nature and realize that what's going on with you, something wrong with you. You understand? Because all we can see is one party. You know what I mean? And that one party just tell you that that man was a bum. That's one party. But as far like you have to go deep within her family structure and just say, yo, what about your mom? What kind of, because that's all you can talk to. Because you cannot talk to the other party. So we really have to go detail on these people because they're not giving you their real character.
Oh, I forgot this part of the story. Brother come in the house. She's talking to Jesus. What'd you say, Jesus? Satan, be quiet a minute. I'm talking to Jesus. You can't make this stuff up. Cuckoo. Bruh, y'all better leave some of these spirits. People come into Israel sick. Some things we can help. Some things you need white man therapy. Some things you need, like the video we saw about the psych meds. That's true. Although the sister Daphne made a joke of it, it's real talk. Some people who's on, what are the names? Some of them, Renalin and Xanax and Zoloft, and don't tell them to stop taking that stuff. Let them stay on that stuff. Go back to the video.
If you can blow $1,000 a day and you can still pay your bills the next day, what? It's easier. You ain't got to worry about, oh shit, I just bought this girl some Louis, and
You buying Louis?
I can't pay my rent.
Are you buying Louis?
Back to the question. I ain't buying shit,
wanna
first of
know.
all. I ain't buying no goddamn Louis. But anyways, yeah. If you just can't financially support yourself, you can't support anybody else. And as a man, you want to support that other person. Period.
You know what I'm saying? If you're going to date somebody and you got a little paper, you know what I'm saying? You making a little bit of something, your life is right, you living how you want to live and all that. If you're going to bring a dude or a chick in, make sure they're at least getting half of that. At least getting half of that. You know what I'm saying? They was taking care of themselves before y'all got together. Because otherwise, when y'all go to do the shit you want to do, you been going to Vegas or you been going to Miami and New York and all that shit, you got a times 2 there now. That's coming all out your pocket.
It's a fact.
That's just what it is. And in the midst of love, you're not understanding that until you have to start paying for shit. And now you didn't pay for 2 of these trips. You used to staying at the goddamn Ritz-Carlton. Now you staying at Motel 8.
You know what I mean? That love thing, that lust you got for the woman will blind you to reality. It will blind you. Sex will blind you. Because you can only take care of yourself. Like he said, you got to times that times 2 now. Now you can't go to wherever you was traveling before because you can't afford her. You should have thought about that before you got with her. And she should have asked the right questions. Sisters, it ain't always about asking a lot of questions. Ask the right questions. You brothers too. So, brothers, you got to ask, are you on psych meds? Have you ever been on psych meds? Do you need to be on psych meds? These are some of the things you got to ask.
And Bishop, don't forget, sister, you ask him the same question. I'm telling you, some brothers be cuckoo too for cocoa pop.
Yep. So you used to provide for only yourself. Now keep in mind, once you marry her, those 2 kids, yes, they are your responsibilities. If she happened to quit her job, yes, now you got 4 mouths to feed now. Keep that in mind. So if you was making, by yourself, you was making $60,000 a year, and you were struggling by yourself, guess what? You ain't seeing struggle yet. Because now you got to feed 4 mouths.
Yeah, but there's some sister I know, you know what I mean, they got kids, but you can see the hustle spirit within these sisters' mind to help whoever they're going to marry, Bishop. They already have their own house. They're doing for themselves right now. So you can see that we're not talking about all sisters. Some sisters have the hustle spirit in them to see that this is Babylon, we have to win their 2 income. Some sister got the lazy spirit. This is Babylon. The hell with it. You have to provide for me. That's that type of sister. She gonna be complaining all day, every day. Yeah, then she gonna see you in quest. Now she cursing her husband out. Yeah, why we not in quest? No, because of your big mouth, we're not in quest. You're not in quest. Because these are the things that you face, and you have to start facing the reality of things. Because some people, they're coming in a relationship, they're looking at the love part. Yeah, the love part is fine, but the way you looking at love is not scripture-wise love. The love that we're looking in the scripture is the love that the partnership, the relationship, going to a partner, is a partner being built.
So not only are you on psych meds, do you have an STD? You hear that, sister? You got to ask, do you have an STD? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay. Now, I'm not saying people with STDs can't get married, because there have been situations where they got together and they talked and they got married. Oh, praise.
You know, finances matter. And look at a nigga, look at how he took care of his finances before he got with you. You know what I'm saying? Look at his
even in the slightest. Like,
in the slightest of little shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at his shit. You know what I'm saying? Rolexes and, you know, Benzes and fucking G-Wagons and shit, and you ain't never even thought about getting property, you know, my nigga? Everybody ain't got to go to college, because college ain't for everybody. Yeah. But it's how you set yourself up. What strategic moves are you doing to set yourself up to be a husband or to be a spouse or to be able to financially date a woman and really show her what it is to level up and boss up? Because, you know what? I want to learn from my nigga. I want to learn from him. You know, I want him to be my head. I want to be able to show.
That type of sister, she's thinking the long run. You hear what she said? She said, if you get together with a man, he's driving a Benz, he got a Rolexes, and he living in an apartment, something wrong with that brother. I agree. Hey, listen, I hate to say it, I agree with 100%. I agree with her because your mind supposed to be the future, not right now. You driving a $100,000 car, you wearing a $20,000 watch, but you live in a damn apartment. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, to show
something wrong with you.
Yeah, the D.
Show you where your priority is.
Yeah, the brother mind is upside down. Yeah, a brother like that, when you can afford that type of expensive stuff, then you better go the other way. The other way meaning that you drop the money, and let's say that you like apartments, so you drop that money, $20,000, $30,000 in apartments. If that's what you want, you like Rolexes. You wait a couple of years later, guess what? The apartment you'll be able to afford the Rolex in a way cheaper way where it's not going to affect you in any way. Man, but guess what? That's how you know that how brother think. You know what I mean? To think like that is an upside mind because the investment come before what you have. That's why when you see white folks, you see the old white folks that driving Bentleys. At their young age, I was not driving no Bentley. They was hustling to get where they're at. Yes. You understand? But us, we have the mindset, or we just got, like Cap just said, brother say he got $100,000 job. There you go. You looking at his finance. His finance look like a $200,000 finance. That type of brother always gonna go with problems. He's always gonna deal with problems.
You bought a brand new car. The minute you step out of the dealership with the car is not worth the same no more. I hope your brothers know that. A house is different. Real estate is different. Chances, if you sit on that real estate, chances when you're ready to sell it, you will make money. But the car is different. The watch is different. Once you keep that in mind, once you step inside that car, you started. You drove outside of dealership, you come back in. If you bought the car for $100,000, they don't give you $100,000 for the car no more. You guys know that, right? That car now become a used car. Even if it was brand new, then now you sit on it, it's become a used car. Just keep that in mind.
And with property, you gain value in two ways. One is what you've paid off over the time of ownership, and two is the property value increase. So you get back what you've paid off over owning the house for 10 years, whatever. Then whatever the property value has increased, you also get that as well, minus, closing and all that other stuff. But the point Deacon is making is in the scheme of having priorities, one is going to benefit you, the other one is not. It's not, because if you buy a car for $30,000, when you drive it off the lot, you cannot sell that same car for $30,000. You've only owned it for 10 minutes.
Shut the fuck up and let him lead. But you can't lead me and you fucking making dumbass decisions all the time. Because now I'm a fucking dumbass. And then when I come out of the situation, fucking broker, people looking at me like, bitch, you stupid.
Fellas, get your... Brothers, you got to know your skill set. We've had situations in Israel where the brother says, I'm controlling the finances. The wife says, okay. But he's a dumb ass. He spends and spends and spends and does not set a criteria of importance on what things need to get paid first. And he has done this over and over and over. So this kind, sweet woman that we knew turned into the one that y'all mad at. She turned that sister right there. What's her name? Misha? Cussing up us. She's cussing up a storm. She said, this nigga ain't paying nothing. We about to be thrown out of our place. We getting eviction notices. The lights is cut off and the money's in the bank, but he's not spending wisely. So, and I'm the man in the house. I'm the man. So the sister says, can y'all make him, sis, we can't make him allow you to pay the bill, because she wouldn't be able to pay the bills. Unfortunately, you didn't prove him. He's a dumbass. You gave him the power. Okay, now he's running everything. Y'all gonna be homeless. That's your king. Have fun. You didn't take counsel before. Hey, sis, he's not the brightest brother. He's handsome. He's lovely. Okay, he make money. Okay, but he's not. He make money, but he's not good with money. That's not his gift. So, play on.
Mindset right, you're going to get your funds right, and everything going to be okay, all right? You know what I'm saying? You
met me a couple of years ago, and you were broke, we could have worked together. Now, I don't fucking think so. You are dependent, and that's just like you having 5 kids. I see that, I be like, oh.
You gotta have some money in your pocket.
You got to.
You got to.
Ain't no other way about it. You know, you better get on your knees, pray to God, pay your tithes and offering, and get to hustling.
Men will only ask for what they can do. Women will ask for astronomical shit, and they still over here making $10 an hour.
Patriarchal view.
I'm not.
We've been raised in a society and we have been breaking down societal norms that say we are what our man is worth, right? And the last quantifying factor is your monetary value, the monetary value of the man that you marry.
Pause a second. You heard what I've got to go back to what he said. Women want astronomical, what's the word he used? A standard, but she's down here. That's what the brother be talking about. She's a low value woman, but she wants a high value man. Like the sister, I ain't gonna say where because y'all might know who I'm talking about. The brother is 6'3", in shape, go to the gym daily. You can tell he work out. She gonna come up to me on the side, Bishop. I wanna talk to that brother over there. I said, what brother? She said, that brother right there. I said, what brother? She said, the brother standing right there. I said, the 6'4" brother. He weigh about 200 or something. Go to the gym in shape, brother. That brother right there. Yeah, that brother right there. So I look at her. This sister right here look like a linebacker. She is 5'2", weigh about 250. I said, sister, that 6'4" brother, the good brother in shape right there, brother, to go to the gym, study all the time, brother, he's not for you. Here she go. Breaks the cup, but her big hands crushed everything. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm yourself down. Calm down, Godzilla. Calm down. Get yourself together. She almost cracked the table in half. She's so damn big. You better watch these big old sis always want some little scrawny brother so they can titty bump him and knock him around. Watch them.
Yeah, Bishop, man, shout out for this to the sisters that burning the fat. Shout
out to the sisters that's burning the fat out there. Shout out to you. So yeah, this is what she did to the cup. Had me scared to death. Anyway, where we at? Go back to the video.
I'm sorry, that's the last thing to go out of style, but you guys created this system. And
I'm sorry,
that's how
go
we're
back to that. Go back to that. I'm sorry. And brothers, sisters, let me tell y'all something. Brothers, sisters, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell you sisters something. When you see a brother, he's 6'4", in shape, he's bad, boom, got his money going, and he marry a sister that's low value, sis, you a Oompa Loompa, he playing you. Sis, let me tell you, love ain't like that. He's playing you. How many a time, if you go on HBO, look up exotic dancers, male exotic dancers. The male exotic, you know them dudes that be dancing and Chippendales. And their wife, she looked like a mumpy from Jamaica. Her hands is hudge. Her hands is shoe. She smack you, your head off your body. That's how big her hands are. And you got to look and be like, why is he with her? He got several side chicks that's bad to the bone. But they might be gold diggers and all that. But they're not the kind of women that's going to take care of a home. These is hoes. But they're on the side. But the stay-at-home one is the rotunda sister. But she's simple. She'll settle for any old kind of microphone. You know what I'm saying? And that dang-a-lang. That's what happens. So sisters, don't be played out there. Here you go. I ain't going to tell. Here, she might be looking. Sister, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad. Here come my sister. She going to talk about, she on the phone with her girlfriend. I'm eavesdropping. This is years ago. I must have been about, I think I was 16. 15. Anyway, I'm listening. She on the phone with her girlfriend. Girl, I just met me this man. Man, he fine. So divine, so fine. He light-skinned it too. He light-skinned it. You know them light-skinned hazel eyes. He got the wavy hair. I'm listening. I never thought I'd get a man like that. So she says, only thing he want me to gain a few pounds because he like a woman with some meat on her. So after a while, I'm still eavesdropping. I'm more nosy as hell. She gonna hang up the phone. I go, hey sis, I'm not trying to be all in your business, but I have to. Don't fall for that thing about putting no weight on you. Don't do that. She said, man, shut the hell up. You know what you're talking. Move, nigga. Oh, all right, I'll move out the way. So she gets married. So I met the dude. That's this here. So after a while, my sister gained weight on her. The little hourglass is going. Is what's a nice waist shape for a woman? 5, a nice one. Come on. 5 is 5. I don't know. 8, okay. That 8 went to an 11, went to a 13, went to a 14, went to a 16. Now, they buy some property, which was good, admirable. She said, hey, she called my wife. Hey, can y'all stay with us? But I just got this new property. My wife go, hey, let's go. I said, I don't think it's a good idea to move in with family. Things go wrong. Wife go, nah, let's do it. Because me and my wife had a rat-infested apartment. So we move in. One day you hear, knock on the door. My wife go downstairs to answer the door. Do it at the door. Your husband is banging my little sister. And if he don't stop, I'm going to call a cop and get him arrested. My wife go, my husband is having sex with your little sister? Yeah, she's 14. 14! You hear? What? I'm going down the stairs. What? This guy right here says you having sex with his little sister. He goes, no, that ain't him, not him. It's a light-skinned dude with wavy hair and hazel eyes. So I said, that's over here, right here. So now the sister's mad. She's saying to the girl, the daughter, not daughter, it's a little sister, you lying. My man ain't having sex with you. She said, wait, I'm going to tell you. There's 8 staircases to get up to your bedroom on the top left. And you got a picture of you and him over the dresser drawer. And the sheets you got on is this color, and the walls is painted this. She described everything. She said, I'm in your bed every 2 days. So I said, so now the door closed. So I said to myself, what you going to do now? I said, I warned you about that shit. Now look at you now. Look at you. You're 220-something pounds now. Eating chicken greets and pork chops and all of this. What you going to do? He played me. I warned you about that stuff. Here he is in shape in the gym every day. You sitting there looking like King Kong. The hell is this? Anyway, going back to the video.
Or dependent, and that's just like you having 5 kids. I see that, I be like, oh.
You gotta have some money in your pocket.
You got to.
You got to.
Ain't no other way about it. You know, you better get on your knees, pray to God, give it 30 times and offering, and get to hustling.
Men will only ask for what they can do. Women will ask for astronomical shit, and they still over here making $10 an hour.
Patriarchal view. We've been raised in a society and we have been breaking down societal norms that say we are what our man is worth, right? And the last quantifying factor is your monetary value, the monetary value of the man that you marry. So I'm sorry, that's the last thing to go out of style, but you guys created this system, and that's how we're going to play it. You make more money than us. We make 75 cents to every dollar that you make. So if I want my husband to make more money, that's fine.
Well, and that's okay for you to want that, but you can't necessarily demand that.
What I want, I demand.
Like the man is the leader of the household. So you ain't making no money, your ass ain't got nothing to say about nothing. Like any argument that come up, that's gonna come up. Broke ass nigga, what did you talk? You can't tell me nothing. Like don't order me, don't give me no directions.
What he's saying. That's what the Bible said. Where was that at? In Sirach 20:25, we read that? That's what it's saying. So she might say in the beginning, her representative will say, money don't matter to me. Love is all we need. That's a lie. The first argument y'all get in, money's going to come up. How much money you don't make and what she paid for and what you don't pay for. It always happens. Am I lying? Am I lying? That's the reality. I'm telling y'all. Go on with the video.
Just don't tell me nothing about nothing until you get some money coming in.
Use that against you, dog.
What?
They will use that. And you can be trying your motherfucking hardest, bro. You can be trying your hardest to, you know what I'm saying, to get where you got to be at and all that. My nigga, the first argument y'all get into, and it's about anything, paying for anything.
It ain't got to be that do nothing with paying.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all can argue over the air conditioner being too low.
You know what I'm saying?
She gonna say, broke ass nigga, you don't pay no air conditioner bill in
nothing in here. I need that bill to be $60 to $65. You need to come up with $5. That's what it is, man. That's how they do you, man. And niggas do that too. Niggas like controlling their gals.
A man never requires a woman to make a certain amount of money. It's always good, and it's always an addition. And you're definitely, if a man is making money and a woman is making just as much money as him, you're definitely going to live comfortable, you know, saying get what you want to get, live a lavish life, things like that. But women need a man with money, and that's what they look for when they're dating at the end of the day. It's not fair, but it just is what it is.
Men don't
hold
need
on. How y'all think Faith Evans got Biggie Smalls? Or how you think Biggie, I meant the other way around. How you think Biggie, is it Biggie Smalls? How you think he got Faith Evans? When y'all saw them, how the hell he get her? Money. Because in his music, he tell you, what is that line he used? He said, I'm fat and ugly. Something, black and ugly. Something he said. Fat, black, and ugly. But his wife was bad. He was, whoa, what the hell? It's the money. Go on back.
Require
Now, we ain't telling y'all to go
anything.
chase the American dream. We know this kingdom's going down, so don't misunderstand today's class. Please, somebody going to be online. They saying chase the American dream. No, we not. We saying if you want to get married, understand these things, these points first. These are the parameters. Go ahead.
Because they have the privilege of being able to make a dollar for every dollar that they have earned. Women are at a disadvantage, so naturally we are going to seek a monetary value in any situation we're in. I think that it's within our right to take advantage of that if we need to.
Oh, man, I don't want you to work and all that. And then as soon as you stop working, you get comfortable. This nigga turn into the devil on your fool ass. You gonna do what I say whenever I say do it.
And if you don't want to do it,
Exactly.
get out.
Exactly.
Now we've had that. We've had several cases of that. We tell you women, brother, you meet the brother. You like him. He handsome, debonair. He says to you, I don't want you to work. So you quit your job. That's a trap. Because now, like the brother just said, you're going to do this, and if you don't do this, get your fool self out of here. Now you ain't worked for 2 years. Now you got to go to, if you ain't an entrepreneur, you go to get a job. He got to say, the interviewer said, you haven't worked for 2 years. How do you explain this? Or 5, whatever it is. But you've had help me out here. Help me out here. Your experience is gone. Your job history is gone. These are things you got to think about. Does he want me to quit my job because he wants me to stay at home while I take care of the kids? Or is this a trap to abuse him? You got to think about stuff because all men ain't the same, sister. You got to know. That's why you got to prove them. Prove what kind of spirit is this guy of. Okay, go ahead. We're almost done.
And you ain't got no type of goddamn credentials, nothing. They gonna be like, oh, you been out of work for 2 years. You can't say shit to that.
How you gonna explain that?
You know what I'm saying? So don't let these fool ass niggas con you into that. First time he say that should be the red flag to get the fuck out the way. Let that nigga keep moving, because you gonna be the new slave.
So in summary, broke people do not.
Then you also have to look at these things in a different form. Because a brother, let's say a brother tell the sister that the brother say, I don't want you to work this and that. Then baby take place, you say, I don't want you. Their sister have to come in a common sense and say, you know what? I would love to be that, but I'm not that patient with that type of environment. I would prefer to pay another sister to do. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to know. But if you know that's not your role, being patient, you plan to stay home, you're not helping that man, that's evil.
Hey, let me help you out there. If you're a stay-at-home mom, that's fine. That's admirable. But there's something. Don't you have jobs online? Do something so that you are not. Give me the scripture on the idle. Idleness teaches much evil. Don't be that sister that's sitting around with be doing something. They got insurance jobs and all. You just go on the computer, and you got a little paycheck coming in. Put that money to the side. He wants you to stay. That's fine. But have something that you can fall back just in case he turned into a nooker. Where we at?
Check. Sirach chapter 33, verse 27. Mm-hmm. Send him to labor that he be not idle, for idleness teacheth much evil.
So, sister, while your man's at home with Xbox and PlayStation, he doing some evil. Don't think he's just sitting there. Like the brother said earlier, you come home, just touch the Xbox. You see that thing be hot as hell because he's been playing all day. And he's trying to fool you. Watch these dudes. You got to watch. Not all dudes are like that, but some.
Stop telling your wife how much money you make. Because same way, some of you brothers terrible with money, some of the sisters horrible with money too. This is what sisters do. Sisters find out how much their husband make. They don't stop spending until there is no more money in the bank account. Those are evil spirit.
Exactly.
That's the mindset. So if I were you, I open a private account where she don't know nothing about. Because guess what? At the end of the day, brothers, this is what you got to always keep in mind. If something go down in the family, you the one she gonna look at you like, what you gonna do, nigga? Now there's no money in the bank account. There's no money. The car broke down. No money in the bank account. So always have a safety net. Always have a safety net where she don't know nothing about. I know some of you love to talk after good sex. Stop it.
That's how they get you right after good night of sex. I'm telling you,
stop it. If you, listen, you pay all the bills, you got something left over, have a different bank account where you save where she don't know about. Because there's a sister, I ain't gonna say who, she don't have no job, but she was able to save $10,000. And her husband asked her, her husband one day think that he didn't have no money. She said, yeah, I got you. What she was doing was, she was saving money from the grocery. Every time the husband...
you told it wrong. You told a story wrong. Let me tell a story.
You're the expert of stories. You know me, I'm terrible at stories.
Malaka, you don't speak
English.
I'm
terrible at stories. But what I'm saying is... But Laba, what I'm saying is, Bishop, these brothers... And by the way, stop having bank account where you and your wife, and then she going to clean you out.
Yes. So
joint bank account.
The brother would give his wife an allowance. The allowance, some was for her, some was for groceries. What she did, she would take her allowance and a portion of the grocery money and put it aside. He never noticed because wherever she went to buy food, it was always plenty. So he never noticed that. So one day they fell on hard times. He said, babe, I ain't got no daggone money. What we gonna do? We gotta get out of here. She said, oh, I got us. He said, what do you mean? She said, the money you've been giving, I've been putting money aside. She saved 10 G's and was able to get them another apartment, first month's rent, security, all that. Bam. So that's wisdom right there. She was wisdom. But then you got other women where the brother goes, I want to, here's my bank account. She don't work. He going to open a joint bank account with her name on it. And he tells her just pay the bills, A, B, and C. He go to work. Not only did she not pay the bills, she went gallivanting, buying new hair weave, new shoes, new clothes, this and that. Then she decided she liked her old boyfriend better. She took all the money out the bank and was ghost. Brother come home crying. Said, bro, I know you said, we warned you about that. If you're going to get a joint bank account, let that be for bills. But have your money on the side, and she let her have her money on the side. Okay, if you even thought she wasn't right, but we warned you about it, y'all don't listen to us. Okay.
Because what you saying at one time, even though after you tell the brother, you say, brother, do it like this. After that thing happened, brother thinking maybe you have too much hair. There was his dread. The dread has some type of thing to do with that. He cut the dread. He still turn back and do some stupidity things. Yeah. But that type of brother is a weak man. He's a weak man.
That's a simp.
Yeah, he's a weak man, man. You got to pick up your balls back.
Hey, give me the next video. Conscious Godfather. Give me the next video. Conscious. Yeah, that one right there. Now, I wanted to find a sister to talk. Because, you know, some women, some misogyny, got the man's point of view. The last video I had male and female. I can't control the cursing. I can't control it. All I could just add is cursing in the video. I'm sorry. But it's not like y'all at home. You know, some of these people act like they never cursed in their life. You's a liar. Your mama cursed, your daddy cursed, your baby cursed too. You know who you are.
Yeah, you know why they're mad at us, Bishop? Because we speak the truth, then we show reality.
Exactly.
You understand? We show reality. People don't like that.
Exactly. So let's listen to this sister. No, she's not in the truth, but let's see what she got to say.
I think that it is absolutely insane and extremely hypocritical for a lot of us women to go around demanding that a man have all of his shit together, that he have all of his money, that he have the nicest car, the nicest clothes, the nicest house, can take care of us and spoil us. And meanwhile, we turn around and don't have shit to offer this man in return but our vagina. Excuse me? I am so sick and tired of hearing women say things like, I don't have time to work on a man. I don't have time to build a man up. I don't have time for these Bob the Builder ass men. But yet, you're a Bob the Builder ass chick. I love you.
You are something else. You know that? You are something else.
Smart. What happened to working together as a team to get those things? Why do we want the end product or the end results of that man, but we're not ready and willing to go through that struggle in order to make that man be what we want him to be?
Boy. Y'all finished? Y'all done? That is brilliant. I ain't got no more talking.
Grateful. I appreciate that. Go buy your mama a house. Go buy your whole family houses. Put this money in your savings account. Go spend some money for no reason. Come back and ask for more.
Hey, but what she said is 100%. That's ideal. That is ideal. Work together. That's the ideal marriage as a team. That's what y'all supposed to be doing. Hey, give me I did want to say this thing. Brothers, she said, why do women want men to have all their SH together, but they ain't got their stuff together? That's the problem. She said all they got, some of them got going for them is what? What did she say? The vagina. And sometimes the vagina is got what is it? Bacterial vaginosis. Can we put that on the screen? Bacterial vaginosis. I know you think I made that thing up. I didn't make that thing up. Can we read that as it comes to the car? All they got is their vagina. This is what some of them got. Read that thing.
Bacterial vaginosis. Bacterial vaginosis is a type of vaginal inflammation vaginal inflammation caused by the overgrowth of bacteria naturally found in the vagina, which upsets the natural balance. Symptoms. Yes, sir.
Read right there.
Symptoms. Bacterial vaginosis. Signs and symptoms may include thin, gray, white, or green vaginal discharge.
Pause right there. Just pause right there a second. Some of you brothers think y'all got it going on, talking about, I made her squirt. Oh, hell no. Y'all excuse my language. That's bacterial vaginosis, some of them. It's a nasty, stinking, pukey thing shooting out of there. Go ahead.
Foul, smelling, fishy, vaginal
Vaginal.
Odor.
Can you say the word right?
Vaginal odor.
You're embarrassing Judah. Come on.
Vaginal itching. Burning during urination. Many women with bacterial vaginosis have no signs or symptoms.
And some of these brothers, this ain't for the sisters, I'm talking to the brothers. These are the ones that the ones who got this. I want you to go downtown on me. Yo, hell no. I ain't putting my mouth down there. What the hell is wrong with you? Smell like a fish market down here. Hey, I know y'all getting mad. Online y'all getting mad at me, but that's what the Bible says. Give me that scripture, Captain. Isaiah 3. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not being misogynistic. God says they would have bacterial vaginosis. Not all of them. I'm not saying all women got that. Some of them got that thing. You know what I want, Cap. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smelling, there shall be stink.
Bacterial vaginosis. That's what for you right there. That's it. See, I'm not being mean-spirited. I'm telling you what God says right there. Some of y'all mad at me women right now probably cursing my black behind out. Sister, I'm just saying this because the Bible says I just need to explain it. And I'm trying to warn some of you brothers in advance because some of y'all nasty. And you think you got it going on, but you don't. That woman nasty. Watch this. Let me help y'all. Give me what you got, Lava. Give me Tobit 7. Tobit 7 and 12.
Tobit chapter.
Don't be mad at me online. Don't be mad at me. I know y'all mad. It's the women that's mad. Sisters, I love you. I'm trying to help you. That's all. Go to the doctor, get that thing fixed.
Yeah, everything have to be converted, sister.
Yes, everything got to be remixed and converted. Read that thing.
Tobit.
7 and 12.
Tobit chapter 7 and verse 12. Raguel said, then take her from henceforth, according to the
This is marriage. This is marriage. Now we're talking about marriage. Go ahead.
For thou art her cousin, and she is thine. And the merciful God give you good success in all things.
Go ahead.
Then
wait. And the merciful God give you good success in all things. That success in all things, meditate, chew the cut on that. Success in all things deals with what? Children, wealth, and health. Children, wealth, and health. Let me say it this way. Children, health, and wealth. That's success in all things. So it ain't just being successful in terms of having kids. Anybody can have a bunch of kids, but if you're not successful, you can't provide for the kids or your wife. And health is absolute. We need health, good health. Read on.
Then he called his daughter Sarah, and she came to her father, and he took her by the hand and gave her to be wife to Tobias, saying, behold, take her after the law of Moses, and lead her away to thy father. And he blessed them.
So take her according to the law of Moses. Go ahead, watch this.
And called Edna, his wife, and took paper and did write an instrument of covenants and sealed it.
So now that's what a lot of brothers don't want. The black Hebrew Israelite community says, I'm not doing that. That's from the white man. That's not. The white man got those instruments of covenants from us. That's what we're reading right here. But now here's the problem. Here's the kick. I'm going to help you men out. You're worried. You know what you're worried about? What if I marry her on paper? It's binding. And then things don't work out. Now she take half of all you got. We've had cases like that. Well, it's easy. What's the word? What's the word? Prenup. But that's only if you got something. If you ain't got nothing, brothers, don't even worry about a prenup. That's not for you. Prenup is for those brothers, or because she might have something. She might have 2 properties, and you might turn out to be a lazy, no good nooker, and then you go into court and you take I want half of what she got. She met me or was a broke nooker. She knew I never worked. She knew I was no good. So I need to support my lifestyle. Now you take half of what she got. But if she had a prenup, that would never happen. Likewise with you men. You work and you trying to establish yourself. Like we always say, before you get married, try to get your first property. But if you can't do that, if you can't. Now, whatever we say, you should apply Sirach 6:7 about prove a friend. That's absolute, absolute, absolute. So if you're going to marry this sister, she going to decide she's going to marry you, y'all better be on one mind. So that way you ain't worried about her taking half of what you got. That's a no good skank. You don't want that. So you better prove her first. Because you know how this system is. This system tends to go where? On the side of the woman. What she say, go. Hey, speaking of crazy women, what's the sister? I ain't going to name the state. Remember, who tells the story? It ain't you. Is it you? No, you. The sister that convinced her husband she was pregnant. Can you tell us the story? And she wasn't pregnant. Oh, I'm going to just tell a story. Let me just tell a damn story. OC, where you at? Can you get Captain OC and Mike? Don't give no names. Just give the story. You brothers, y'all better listen good. This is for you brothers. Listen.
A brother had a wife, and she was pregnant, going on 9 months, and the due date came around. So it's time. In that morning, she wasn't feeling good. The brother was at work. When he came home that morning, there was blood everywhere. The brother's crying. She's crying, stressed out, don't know what's going on. So they called the hospital because they got to make sure the babies are taken care of. So they get there, the ambulance get there. He's not able to get into the actual ambulance because he want to stay back, keep everything clean. All right, he's like, all right, I'll clean up, baby. I'll meet you back at the hospital. All right, so hours later, brother arrives to the hospital. When he gets there, there's 2 police officers outside the door. They begin to be irate with each other. And the brother ends up in jail. He's in jail now. So she's still in the hospital. So the police officers that were there, they start to question what's going on. So apparently, the brother has been accused of being violent with this woman. He was hitting her, being abusive, so much to the point that now that the babies have miscarried. So the detective says, okay, he asked the nurse for the blood work. Because if she's pregnant, the blood work come back. And he gets the blood work back, and they say this woman is not pregnant. He says, okay, this can't be true. It was a miscarriage. He goes to the house doing good detective work. He checks the house. No babies, no fetus, no anything. So he says, okay, let me talk to the man again. He goes back, talks to the man. He's like, this story is not adding up. Go home. All right. So he goes home to the sister.
They let him out of jail.
They let him out. He goes home. He reads the police report. Now, keep in mind, he was in jail this whole time. He reads the police report, and it says that he was abusive to the point that she was bleeding all over the place. There's blood. They took him to jail. This brother's been locked up. Now he's talking to his wife. So it comes to, she has to explain what happened now. Why would you say this, baby? Why would you say that I was hitting you and abusing you? So the truth comes out that she had an ovarian cyst for 9 months. And she was lying on this man and had him arrested and taken into prison for attempted murder. And all that happened, he found her in a lie because he was in a cell, and he went back to the system.
There's no way in hell I'm going back to that. But you got to think about it. She played this game for months, going to the doctor's appointment, babe. Wait out in the parking lot while I go to the doctor's appointment. He in the car thinking, is she going to check the baby and all that? She asked him to stay in the parking lot. You got to watch bruh. This is why a lot of brothers, I ain't getting no paperwork with her because she might be crazy. You better prove her first. Was that a backdoor marriage? Okay, I think it was. I think it was a backdoor. Anyway, where we at? We was in Tobit 10. Give me Tobit 10 and 12.
Tobit chapter 10 verse 12. And he said to his daughter, honor thy father and thy mother-in-law, which are now thy parents, that I may hear good report of thee. And he kissed her. Edna also said to Tobias, the Lord of heaven restore thee, my dear brother, and grant that I may see thy children of my daughter Sarah before I die, that I may rejoice before the Lord. Behold, I commit my daughter unto thee of special trust. Wherefore, do not entreat her evil.
Y'all see that part? She entrusted her daughter unto him of special trust. Wherefore, do not entreat her evil. That's some various forms of abuse, whether it's verbal, financial, or physical. Those three types. Verbal, financial, and what's the other one I said? Physical. Those three are types of abuse. That's what she's saying to him. Don't treat her evil. Now, real quick, I'm gonna talk about simps. I just gotta, and y'all gonna see if you a simp or not. Because the stories we've been telling us so far are simp stories. Give me the video about a simp. And listen, if you at home, if cursing bothers you, don't watch this video. Just go watch TD Jakes or something. Go ahead, roll the video.
Is a simp. A quick Google search leads us to this definition. A man that puts himself in a subservient or submissive position under a woman in hopes of winning them over without the female bringing anything to the table. While this is...
Some of y'all are simps. You have a job and this woman ain't bringing nothing to... Wasn't we talking about that all day? She don't work, she don't clean, she does nothing. Like the sister said, all they got is a vagina. And some of these vaginas is rotten. But a simp will take her anyway. You a simp. If you're that, y'all know in your heart right now. Self-examination. I am a simp. This is me. Go ahead, play on.
True. I want to go deeper. How does a simp think? How do they act? What breeds a simp? What life experiences could ultimately belittle a man to the lowly status of a simp? These are questions I hope to answer in this video. So what differentiates a normal person from a simp? You see, a normal person usually has multiple goals and things he aspires for in life. While a normal guy may want some pussy, he has other things in his life that he strives for. A simp.
So sex ain't a normal man's focus. But a simp, that's all he thinks about. This might be some of you. This is therapy for your mind right now. Go ahead, play it on.
His only goal is pussy. A simp may convince himself that he has other goals, but his desire for...
Maybe if I work out, she'll like me. A simp goes to the gym all the time to transform his unattractive body into that look where women will want him. But he's still a simp. Watch, keep going.
Convince himself that he has other goals, but his desire for female companionship is so great, his other goals are pretty much useless in the presence of this simp desire. A normal person might actually deny pussy because he has other things to look forward to in his life. A simp will never deny pussy. A simp will drop everything in his life for it. The sad part is that his overbearingness will actually scare off the girl that was initially attracted to the simp. They don't understand that girls can see the desperation for coochie in their pupils. The simp might not say it outright, but his actions, degrading body language, and clinginess scream, "Can I please have coochie?"
Wait a minute. Degrading body language. You gotta watch these brothers that they hunched over, low self. That's a simp in making right there. Watch these dudes. I don't care if you go to the gym, you're still a simp. Hey, how many times remember there was one brother always in the gym, 1088, and his wife, he was married. She snap her fingers, and he would stand up and walk over. So what the hell? That's a simp. Go on, play on.
Can I please have coochie? You think a woman would be attracted to a man that looks at her simple companionship like a gift from God? A simp is like a starving lion, decrepit and weak, but as soon as it sees meat or possibilities of female companionship, he exerts all his energy in order to grab the prey. The lion will often fail because of how weak he has become from lack of food. It's the same for the simp. His lack of confidence and social awareness makes him too weak to grab any prey. The thought of coochie consumes the simp. Day and night, it runs through the back of his mind. Simps also create an environment that breeds even more simps. Think about all the girls who have inflated egos because of horny simps. I've seen some bitches that look like the human equivalent of Jinx act like they are goddesses because simps have given them a false sense of reality. If you are a woman and you give a simp just the slightest bit of attention, he will make you feel like the most beautiful woman on earth. Too much simptry can often increase the standards of these women that simps are chasing, which in turn makes it harder for the simp to achieve his ultimate goal. The sad part is, the longer it takes for a simp to reach his goal, the more simp he becomes. This desperation for pussy clouds a simp's judgment. His desire for this one thing makes him lose all sense of logic and social awareness. Here, let me give you an example. Let's say by some miracle, the simp gets a girl to go on a date with him. Maybe she's on a date with him because she's broken and has no self-worth, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is all theoretical. The simp wants her to be his girlfriend so bad that he skips all the steps to make that happen. Instead of feeling things out, looking for signs, and escalating things slowly, the simp might express his undying love for her before they even say hi. The simp will skip.
Stop. Back at Paulton, remember this one brother? Sister's beautiful sister. She's still with us. She's walking down the hall, and a brother walks up to her and says, "Sis, I want to marry you." He gets on one knee. You remember what I'm talking about? Got on one knee, said, "I want to marry you." She said, "Brother, I don't even know you. Get the hell away from me. Are you crazy?" That's what she said. And the brother cried. You can't, that's a simp. Simp brothers. Go ahead.
Steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and go straight to step 100. A simp's brain takes leaps in the hope that the simp will reach his ultimate goal faster. This twisted brain also makes it impossible for the simp to see a woman for what she is. The simp's thought process is so filled with thirsty thoughts that there is no room for a simp to see a woman's flaws. You can be mentally unhealthy, stupid. Maybe you poop your pants every night. As long as you appear somewhat fuckable to the simp, you are his destined love. A simp belittles himself so much that he will bend over backwards for any human companionship. It can be human companionship with someone with no redeeming qualities. The simp doesn't care. He will ignore everything for his quote-unquote love. What may appear to us as a normal, somewhat unimpressive...
If you brothers are paying for a woman's rent, giving her money, and that's not your wife, you are a simp. Go ahead.
Girl is the most beautiful and intelligent goddess to a simp. A simp is willing to place any girl far above himself because of his microscopic self-worth. This applies to the opposite gender too. Trust me, there are a lot of female simps out there. The only reason why this video is male-centric is because people usually refer to men when it comes to the simp meme. And since this is a simp-centric video, I cannot deviate from the meme. Also, if you've ever seen a codependent relationship where both of the partners excessively rely on each other for their identity and value, then that's just two simps in a relationship together. It's not one of them is a simp. They're both simps. That's why they're like that. Let me get back on topic. If you still don't understand, let me lay out some examples of simp activity. Spending unbelievably long amounts of time with a girl in the hopes of getting action despite the obvious lack of mutual attraction. Expressing your feelings to a woman you have only seen once. Crying yourself to sleep over the girl who complimented...
That part crying, remember that brother? I ain't gonna say where. He cried himself to sleep when a woman, the sister, said, "You and me don't work well together." He literally cried himself to sleep. Simp. Simp brothers, go ahead.
Your hair 3 years ago. Waiting on a girl who's in a relationship like her pussy is the equivalent of the Walmart self-checkout machine you have to wait in a line for. Masturbating to the same girl's Instagram pictures every night with the
brother that was in New York, I masturbate every night. Simp. Remember he did a video and cursed himself out. Remember that little simple boy. Go ahead.
The same ritualistic intent of a devout Muslim during his 5 daily prayers. Religiously watching Jordan Peterson lectures in the hopes that it will help you understand why you're not getting any pussy. Publicly tweeting, "Masturbating in the shower sometimes makes the pain go away." These are all things simps do. The tragedy of the simp is that he thinks the reason he's not getting pussy is that he's not simping hard enough. I cry.
Hey, you know what happens after this? They become stalkers. Some of these simps become stalkers. Remember the dude on the cruise? Followed the married woman all around the boat, and her husband almost beat the hell out of him. That's simp activity, 101. Good. Right, and they stalk online. Simps will follow women online. Every picture they like, that's a simp. You don't know her. She got all that fake up on, man. Just, come on. Go ahead.
For the tormented souls that think they're not simping hard enough, the girl gets more distance, so they simp even harder, ultimately becoming an even bigger simp than they were before. This is an endless cycle of pain that only escalates the simp's suffering. For example, after a simp gets rejected, he may think the reason she rejected him was because he didn't put enough effort. He will then start simping even harder in the hopes that it will lead him to success, but it only makes things worse. This is why I call it the tragedy of the simp. This cycle of rejection that leads to even more simp may seem like it's endless, but simps are not eternal. There is a term I like to use called the awakened simp. This is the state of being a simp achieves when he realizes his wrongdoings. This state comes after the simp has endured too much self-inflicted pain. The pain of wanting coochie more than anyone else but never getting it. This is when a simp realizes that he needs to work on himself before he works on pussy. This is when a simp starts working on
In the last video, he said, if you ain't got no money, you don't need to be dating nobody. Focus. That's the same thing this dude said. Go ahead.
Increasing his self-worth and confidence so he doesn't belittle himself to chasing uninterested women. This is also when the simp doesn't try as hard, which ironically actually gets him more pussy. So what life experiences can turn a man into a simp? Here are some examples. Lack of female attention. Growing up with parents that belittle you. Simps often simp because they feel worthless. That's why a healthy family environment is necessary for breeding chads. A bad breakup can also turn a healthy individual into a simp. This experience can be the worst because the man will focus all his simp energy onto one girl. This makes it extremely hard for the simp to ever move on to other women. At least other simps are flexible. This type of simp clings so hard to one person that it makes him ignore all coochie opportunities.
Well, alrighty then. Now, I know what you're thinking. That ain't in the Bible. Oh, yes, it is in the Bible. Simpology is in the Bible. How not to be a simp. Give me that scripture, Captain Zakar. Come on, Cap. Get it for me. You know what I'm talking about.
Sirach,
you know what I want. I'm going to do Deacon Lobby. You know what I want. Get that thing.
Check. Sirach chapter 33, verse 19.
Is that what I want? Is that what we want? Let me hear it.
Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest. And give not thy goods to another, lest it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again.
Don't give nobody power over you. You got a nice job. You got a bank account. You're going to put everything in your wife's name. Only time the wife should get access to that thing if it's to pay bills. And that's a small thing right there. Other than that, don't give her power over you. Because the second she get mad, you finish. Let me tell you about getting mad with women. Women are what? Emotional. True story. Husband and wife arguing. I tell you the story before all the time. Husband and wife arguing. The argument ends. He walks out the house. The brother goes to work. He works at a bank. He's a teller in the bank. The wife ain't finished. She got to have the last word. She goes into the bank, into his job, cursing him out. The brother gets fired. True story. They can't pay the rent now. They got about to get evicted. Here come the woman. She gonna come up to the table. Can y'all help us pay our rent? What happened to them? He got a good job. What do you mean help you pay? Well, something kind of happened over there. I don't want to talk about what. You better talk about it. What happened? Well, we kind of had a fight. What do you mean you kind of had a fight? Well, we fought and he walked out the door. So what? He didn't want to argue no more. No, yeah, but you don't understand. I wanted to argue. So I went to his job. You went to his job? Yes, I went to his job and carried the argument there and got him fired. You got him fired. I got him fired. I'm sorry. I don't know what took over. Get your nappy ass head out of here. Go sit down somewhere. You better work that thing out. Y'all worked it. You got the man fired because you're emotional. Be careful, brothers. Now, read that again.
Sirach chapter 33, verse 19. Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest, and givest not thy goods to another, lest it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again. As long as thou livest and hast breath in thee, give not thyself over to any.
You heard that? That will help you not be a simp. Don't give people power over you. Well, you got to go beg to them. Go ahead.
Verse 21. For better it is that thy children should seek to thee than thou shouldest stand to their courtesy.
Right. You put everything in the kid's name while you're alive. Now you need some money. You got to go to your kids for money. It don't make no damn sense. It's the same thing with the wife. The same thing. You put everything in her name. Now you got, babe, can I have $20? What the hell is this? Go ahead.
In all thy works, keep to thyself the preeminence.
In all your works, brothers, keep to yourself the preeminence. If you get a bank account, it's okay to put your wife as an ITF in trust for. In trust for, meaning what? If something happens to you, now she has access to your bank account. But she has to provide some kind of document, something happened to you. If you don't do that, I'm helping you out, and I'm going to help you out there. If you don't do it, she has to do what? She has to hire a lawyer now to get access. Let's say you're incapacitated or you died. Because it happened with my mother and father. We had to pay for a lawyer $500 an hour to get access to my mama's account, and she only had, what, $600 total. It made no damn sense. We was mad as hell. So if he had put her on the account as an ITF in trust for, you wouldn't have had that problem. Meaning she can't just go in and get your money. Something has to legitimately happen to you. She has to present documents. My husband is incapacitated. He died, whatever. Now, they say, okay, now you can get the money in it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? All right. Now, but did you finish, Captain Zakar?
No, sir.
Go ahead.
In all thy works, keep to thyself the preeminence.
You better keep to yourself the preeminence. You stay number one. That's how Abraham did it. Jacob did it. All our forefathers kept to themselves the preeminence. Your wife want money, let her come to you. Not the other way around. Go ahead.
Leave not a stain in thine honor.
Don't leave a stain. Now, some brothers, we tell you many horror stories where brothers is so trusting to a wicked woman that was around the way sister. Soon as she got mad and her ex-boyfriend calls her, she cleaned your account out, took everything, and back with Tyrone. That has happened at least 3 times I know of. Go ahead. Oh, that was it. Now I'm going to show you I'm going to show you some more simps in the Bible. Y'all ready for this one? Give me 1 Ezra chapter 4. Simp 101. We want verse 19, then we're going to jump.
1 Ezra chapter 4, verse 19. And letting all those things go, do they not gate?
Talk about men with women. Go ahead.
And even with open mouth, fix their eyes fast on her. And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold or any goodly thing whatsoever?
This is the simp brother. The simp brother looks at a woman more precious than anything. He just wants coochie. That's what he wants. That's all he wants, the coochie. Hold on, give me chapter 20, Ecclesiasticus 25:22. I'm helping you simps out today.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impetus, and much reproach.
You see that? So we should never allow. Now that goes to what we read in chapter 33 about having preeminence. You got to keep to yourself the preeminence, because if you don't, if you are dependent on her, you too are a simp. And now she's filled with anger. She's mad at you. Go back to 1 Ezra 4. And she can't stand you. 1 Ezra 4, I want verse 22.
Verse 22.
Watch this.
By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you.
This is the message to simps. A woman has dominion over simps. Go ahead.
Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman?
See that everything you do is for her. You, my brother, are a simp. Because you didn't keep to yourself the preeminence. Every dollar, penny you made, you gave to her. Here, baby, here you go, here you go, here you go. Read.
Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers.
Wait, what verse you at?
Verse 23.
Read it again.
Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers.
So a simp brother, it don't mean he's a punk and can't fight. It don't mean that. It means coochie is all he thinks about. That's number one in his mind, like the video just said. That's all he's thinking about. He will rob. He will steal. He'll do whatever he got to do to please her. Not please the Most High. Please her. Her vagina is your God. If her vagina is your God, you, my brother, are a simp. Go ahead.
And looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
So like I said, a simp might not necessarily be a weak, homo, effeminate brother. He could get down. He can fight. You ever see, I'm going to tell you a simp. You ever go to a club and a woman is arguing and she says to her man, she don't like you. She says, he tried to talk to me. Or he tapped my booty. You ever never see that in the clubs? And this brother not Malachi, I'm just saying hypothetical, will lose his mind and beat the hell out of you. Then what ends up happening, not only do he go to jail, she's with the next dude now. Y'all never seen that in the clubs? It happened. A lot of brothers are in jail because he's a simp. This woman will lie, and because her vagina is gold in his mind, whatever she says is gospel. Read it again.
Verse 24, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness, and when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
Read.
Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother.
Wherefore a man loves his father and mother loves his wife more than father and mother. Now give me 40 and 23. Ecclesiasticus 40 and 23. Let me tell you about that love.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 40 and verse 23.
Listen good to this.
A friend and companion never meet amiss, but above both is a wife with her husband.
Now that's in a good respect, because why? A husband and wife can bring forth family. Two friends can't bring forth family. You understand that? Like David and Jonathan, their love, although it was great, it could not bring forth family. This, what we just read, is talking about in the family sense. Go back to 1 Ezra 4:26.
1 Ezra chapter 4 verse 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
Y'all see that? Simp. Go ahead.
And become servants for their sakes.
You have become a servant to a woman. You are a simp, my brother. She is your God. You go to the gym just for her. You are a simp. Now, some of you gotta just take a deep breath. Ooh, sigh. Self-examine. Is this me? Am I a simp? That is me. You know what? Everything I do is for this woman. I don't give a damn about nothing else but her vagina. You, my dear brother, are a simp. Go ahead.
Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
You see, this is a simp, brothers. This type of brother he have died for this woman. He have erred from God for this woman. He has sinned for this woman. He don't give a damn unless all you can think about is pleasing her. You can't trust the simp. I'm going to say it again. You can't trust the simp because his love for the woman supersedes his love for God. Brother, we need you to do this. Come to the camp at such and such a time. The woman says, no, you're not going in such and such a time until you do this. And he goes, yes, dear. He is a simp because God is secondary in his life. Hey, find me that scripture in 1 Corinthians is a 7 where it says, let he that is married, how does it go? Be as though he have none, something like that.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
You know what that means to be? That don't mean neglected. That means God is first. Your King of Kings comes first, not her vagina, not her vaginal, bacterial, vaginosis vagina. That don't come first. What the hell is wrong with you men? The Lord of heaven and earth come first. She's second. And if she don't understand that, don't marry her. But a simp ain't listening right now. A simp is going la 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 la. I don't hear nothing. All I want to know is coochie, 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 coochie. Me want punani. Me all we want is punani. You a simp. Go back to 1 Ezra 4. Where was we at?
We left off at verse 27.
27?
Yes, sir.
Read.
1 Ezra chapter 4, verse 27. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
For women. Go ahead.
And now do ye not believe me?
Now Zerubbabel going to give an example of a simp. Go ahead.
Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him and Apame, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admirable Bardachus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown from the king's head.
This woman disrespected the king in front of all his princes and councilmen. She took the crown off his head. That's disrespect. Read, but watch on.
And taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head.
See, a simp don't see nothing wrong with that. But that's disrespectful. Because she's telling you, you ain't the king. And when we get home, Tyrone, I run things. That's the message she's putting out there. Go ahead, read that again.
And taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head, she also struck the king with her left hand.
She smacked the king in his face. If that ain't disrespect, I don't know what is,
Slap
brother.
him with the left hand.
Right, the left, and a simp will see nothing wrong with that. All she did was take my crown and put it on her own head. All she did, brother, was smack the hell out of me. That's all she did. There's nothing wrong. That's a simp. Now, like I said, remember, this is the king. It's not that the king is a punk. He's weak to the vagina. That's his God. That's all he cares about. Read.
And yet, for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also.
She laughed, he laughed. He trying to stay in good graces with her. Why? For the coochie, for the punani. Go ahead.
But if she took any displeasure at him,
if she got mad at him for anything,
the king was fain to flatter.
He started flattering her left and right, apologizing, whatever it is. Go ahead.
That she might be reconciled to him again.
Why? For the vagina, for the bacterial vaginosis. That's all he cared about. Read.
Oh, ye man, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus?
He said, aren't the women the strongest things if they could do this? Give me the precept to that. Ecclesiastes 7:26 in the Bible. Ecclesiastes. That's a simp for you. That's simp right there. Total disrespect. You know what, Solomon? Here's another example. I'm going to show another example. Brothers, we'll get in a circle. We'll be counseling. We say, listen, we're going to go to this location. I need you brothers to go at this spot right here. You're gonna handle things right there. Here come the wife. She got the baby. She gets up, walks into the circle of brothers and throws the baby in the man's lap, and then walks away. Baby crying. Ah! Ah! We are counseling about trying to take down areas to get the gospel out. It's so disrespectful. We said, brother, that's a simp move right there for you to even go over, take that baby, put it right back in her arms right now. Stand up. You're a man. We're talking God things right now. She's going to disrespect you. All the women. Now, one of the sisters could take care of the baby. Oh, they could. She wanted to show the brother, I can disrespect this nigga right now. He ain't no God. He ain't no Abraham. He's a simp. Here the baby, nigga. Take it. Let's read on. Where we at? I forgot. Where we at?
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman.
What type of woman does he find more bitter than death? It ain't all women. But what kind?
Whose heart is snares and nets.
Her heart is snares and nets. She's a trap waiting to happen. Go ahead.
And her hands as bands.
She's trying to trap you up from being God following. She's trying to trap you up from being that king that you are supposed to be. She don't want you to be a priest of the Most High God. She wants you to be that everlasting simp, that American Negro simp. This is the type of woman that God says he find more bitter than death. That Solomon says he find more bitter than death. Go ahead.
Whoso pleaseth God.
If you ever decide you want to please God and not the vagina,
shall escape from her.
You must escape from her. Drop her like a bad habit. That's only what a real man will do. But a simp will stay there and be humiliated day after day, week after week, month after month. You, my friend, are a simp. Now,
the next part says it.
Go ahead.
But the sinner shall be taken by her.
A simp is nothing but a sinner. A simp is a sinner because he puts the vagina as his God. You are a sinner, brother. And it is what it is. Now watch this. Solomon, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to say something some of you might not understand. Solomon lowered himself to become a simp. That's right. King Solomon lowered himself to become a simp. Give me that in Ecclesiastes 1:17 first. I know you're shocked. You're like, what are you talking about? Adam lowered himself to become a simp too. What do you think that was in the garden? He knew better, but he listened to the woman. Solomon did the same thing. Ecclesiastes 1:17.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 17.
Go ahead.
And I gave my heart to know wisdom.
Solomon said he gave his heart to know wisdom.
And to know madness.
This is the part here. And he gave his heart to know madness.
And folly.
And folly. So what Solomon did at the beginning of his life, he gave to the Most High God. At the end of his life, he said he gave himself willingly to know madness and folly, meaning sin. Watch what he did. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 27.
Okay, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 27.
Let me hear it.
Behold, this have I found.
Yeah, this is it.
Saith the preacher, counting one by one, to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, But a woman among all those have I not found.
So Solomon said, amongst 1,000 women, not one of them served the Lord God of heaven and earth. And among 1,000 men, there was only one he found. I want you to think about the percentage. Think of the give me the words. Think about the stats in that thing. Of 1,000 women, not one sought the Lord. Among 1,000 men, one. Watch it. What do you mean about 1,000 women? Nehemiah 13. Nehemiah told you about Solomon. Nehemiah, this is why I said he went on this. He gave himself to Simpology 101. Nehemiah 13:23.
Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 23. In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab. And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language.
But Hebrew, they couldn't speak Hebrew. Go ahead.
But according to the language of each people.
I mean, according to the language of the women, the mamas. Go ahead.
And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear.
You gotta think about it. Nehemiah had to beat the hell out of the kids. These kids was raised by their mothers, and these wicked women raised their kids against the God of heaven and earth. So, now remember, these are women of other nations. So when Nehemiah came with God's law, the children, which were Israelites, rebelled, and they went to fight Nehemiah. And what did it say? He did what? Read that again, that verse.
And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair.
Meaning he had to beat the hell out of some of those kids. And these wasn't no little 8-year-olds. These is 19-year-old, 20-year-olds. You had to beat the hell out of them. Go ahead.
And made them swear by God, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves.
Read.
Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things?
You see this? He says Solomon did the same thing, gave himself to these women. That's the 1,000 women that we're reading about in Ecclesiastes 7:27, where he said, amongst 1,000 women, I didn't find one. Solomon married it said 700 wives he had and 300 concubines. That's 1,000. He said, and not one of them served the Lord. Read.
Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his God, and God made him king over all Israel.
Here it comes.
Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin.
Didn't we just read about some men have sinned, erred, and sinned for women? Solomon was one of those. Simp 101. That's what it's talking about. Now, we're almost done. We're almost done. The Most High wants men and women to fill their divine order. If the order is for the man to be the head of the house, that's his order. If the woman's order is to be a pillar of rest, that's her order. Okay? Not reversed. Okay? Brothers, the Bible says, stand up and show yourselves men, leaders of the nations. Sisters, you got to stand up and show that and become that helpmeet, that pillar of rest. Now, the last video I'm going to show y'all is Dr. Dre. Now, I'm not saying Dr. Dre is righteous. No, far from it. Because we know in Hollywood, all kind of filth and wickedness goes on. But I just want to show you when he go off in a woman, when you in the world, you got that video for me? Okay. This is your friend, Wendy Williams. Watch this.
So I'd like for you to talk. Okay. You talked about it a little bit on the show as well, right? So Dr. Dre's wife, Nicole Young, filed for divorce in June after being married for 24 years. So they've been together for a very long time. And it's getting really contentious. So she's citing irreconcilable differences. And she's saying that he kicked her out of their Brentwood home and that they're living in, she's now forced to live in their Malibu home. But she's asking for almost $2 million a month. Yeah, in support. Okay, so here's the breakdown, Wendy. Right, $900,000 a month for entertainment. We can't go nowhere. $135,000 a month for new clothes. C point A, we can't go nowhere. $10,000 a month for laundry and cleaning. Well, $125,000 a month for charitable donation. Well, and $20,000 a month for telephone, cell phone, and email. I don't know what cell phone plan.
I mean, Wendy, stop it. $20,000 a month, though, Wendy. She having someone follow her with the cell phone tower.
All she knows for the last 20 years is being Mrs. Dre.
That's fair.
Okay. She raised their children who are now older and out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that Malibu home looks like, I'm sure it looks similar to the Beverly Hills home.
Right. Did you hear about what she is claiming he secretly did as well, which is part of the reason why it seems like...
Well, no, I know his secrets.
Well, so on top of those secrets, she's...
You know those secrets, though?
No.
Oh,
you want to tell me? Or maybe?
No.
I'll have to talk after you.
Go ahead.
Okay. So one of the things she's claiming he did is that he secretly transferred really valuable trademarks that they co-owned out of their joint holding company and into a new company. Those trademarks include his name and his famous album, The Chronic. So according to...
she's claiming she has rights to his name. He had that name before she came into the picture. This is why we tell you better. Now, he didn't get no prenup. Because although he was still a rapper, he had a little something. Okay, go ahead.
Family Code Section 760, it is community property in California, and therefore they should be joint assets. And she's saying that he did that and is now claiming to own full rights to those trademarks shortly after they split up, even though he applied for the trademarks during the course of their marriage. So that's a lot of money at stake.
That's real sneaky.
It's really sneaky, and he's worth close to $800 million. So she's hot. Not only is she pissed about that, she's now asking the court for him to sit for a deposition for up to 21 hours in person, not on Zoom, because she said that she wants them to evaluate the legality of the prenup they once had, or the validity, because they had one. But then she said she signed it under duress, and that after 2 years of marriage, she
What,
ripped
at
it up
gunpoint?
and said, she didn't say gunpoint, we don't know that part yet, but she was saying that it was done under duress. So she wants him to sit and answer about that and about their financial situation. She wants it in person. She said he has the means to get COVID tested and wear a mask and do all of it in person.
Has he said anything about this?
He's saying that she is being spiteful. He is saying that the lawyers are trying to rip him off, that her lawyers are trying to rip him off because she asked for $5 million in legal fees, which tells us this is going to be a long and lengthy, spicy battle. And he's also saying that she embezzled money from their record company. So after he reportedly secretly transferred those trademarks into his name, she siphoned off about $350,000 into one of her accounts. His lawyer sent
talk about that. She had access to the account and she embezzled, siphoned, and she stole, in other words. That's what it's saying. Go ahead.
A letter, basically like a cease and desist to her lawyer, and 2 days later after receiving that, she said okay and siphoned another $30-something thousand to her account. Her lawyers claim the government or the banks don't give money to people who are not authorized to receive it. That is what her lawyers are claiming. So
wow, this is really messed up.
Can't make this stuff up. Hey, that's why the scripture says in all your things, keep to yourself what, brothers? The preeminence. That's very, very important. Because she wants half of what he built. Not what they built, what he built. You got to watch this stuff. Be very careful. That's why tell you brothers, when you get married, make sure she got a career. Make sure she's doing something with her life. Don't just get a bag of vagina and that's it. The hell is this? And now you're going to end up with that. She wants everything. Like we're saying, half, Eddie, I want half. The hell is this?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.